Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another episode of Raw and Authentic. For episode 8, we have a very interesting lady in studio. She is a paramedic by profession and a makeup artist and a mother and a wife and an amazing friend. Sit in and listen to Dannia Brandt as she tells us her life story. Hi, Dannia.
Hi, Felicia.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, man. You look leaf-like.
Thank you. So do you.
Thanks, Chummy.
Yes, too, man.
I did too.
It's been a while.
So much. But I'm so glad you're finally here in
Yes.
studio with us, chilling.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people just see you around and they know, like, oh, you're Dannia, the mommy, and you're Dannia, the nail girl, and you're Dannia, the makeup girl. But who is Dannia, actually?
I'm definitely a makeup girl. I'd say I'm a lot of things.
Yeah.
But in a, how do you say?
In a nutshell?
In a nutshell, yes. I am definitely a creative person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a makeup artist, I'm a nail tech, I'm a hairstylist.
Yes.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then if I look like previous years, I used to draw, but I don't draw anymore.
Uh-huh.
But the drawing used to come out in my nails. You know,
Okay.
Like if there was any designs, I'd draw
You'd still draw it.
because I was never a sticker person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then there's the mommy
Yeah.
and the wife.
And
then there's the entrepreneur part.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
of the business, like
Of the business.
my own stuff, whatnot. So there's a lot of aspects
To who
who I
Dannia
am.
is. If you could describe her in one word, what would you say? What would you say the word is?
Interesting. I say interesting because I think people usually expect one side,
Yeah.
and then they get to know you, and they're like, "Oh my word, I didn't know this about you."
Yeah.
Like if I tell people now I'm a safety officer, they're like, "What?"
When did that happen?
Exactly. You know, so it's like never a dull moment.
Never dull moment. That is actually what life should be like. Literally,
Yeah.
for me, deeper vibes.
You know, the
Yeah.
gifts underneath.
So let's go forwards. Like, where did you grow up? Have you always been a Munda, or did you like relocate to Swartmoed?
Okay, so in my past life,
Yes. I'm in the jam. I'm
I
kidding.
think 9. Okay, so I was born in Gobabis, our hometown, and then I didn't grow up there. I was just born there, and then we moved to Windhoek, and I went to school there,
Yeah.
elementary and secondary school. And then after that, we moved back to Gobabis, and then we moved to Tumet, and we moved to Windhoek again, and then the final destination was
What's up?
Swartmoed.
And you've been here how long now?
I think almost 10 years.
Almost 10 years. Resident.
Yes, I think I've gained citizenship here now.
That is actually so interesting how being a creative, and I get like you have so many different influences because the towns are so different.
Yeah.
Which town would you say had the most impact in who you ended up being as an adult?
Definitely Swartmoed.
Definitely Swartmoed.
Yes, because when we moved here, I was still a child.
Yeah.
In the sense of not a child, but the way how I thought. You know, how I was trying to reason things was like a child.
Yeah.
So I really became an adult here.
Yeah. Do you think like Swakop actually
Matured.
raised you and matured you?
Yes, definitely.
It's amazing. Okay. So let's talk about your colorful life in terms of your art.
Okay.
I'm very interested to know, how did you get into nails?
Nails.
Yeah.
At first it was a hobby.
A hobby. Okay.
It was a hobby. I never thought that I was going to make money out of it. So when we got married, me and my husband got married, we went through like a little bit of a dip, and then there was it was like I lost my job, so there was only one source of income
Yeah.
at the time. And with life nowadays, you can't
just sit around.
Not,
yes.
I mean, you can't have one person that's working,
the week,
and the other one is not doing anything. So I started doing like my friends' nails and family, at like a very reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started asking me like more frequently. So then I thought to myself, okay, let me try and see if I can actually make something from this.
Yeah.
And so I learned throughout the years. I taught myself how to do nails. I watched YouTube videos and I watched tutorials. And there was this one lady on YouTube, like she had like this whole fundamental program, whatever, where she taught you from the get-go how to prep, how to whatever. So that is how I actually learned how to do nails.
So what did I don't know. I know, like doing nails is also part of the beauty journey. How did it then move over to doing makeup and then doing hair? Was it like different phases, or was it so like in a basket?
No.
Okay.
So the nails started first, and then I had my first baby, and the nails were still not bringing in enough money.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I think baby was maybe like 8 months or 9 months old. That's when I decided, okay, let me pursue makeup because it's something that I've been passionate about since school. I've always done my own makeup.
Since your blue eyeshadow.
Verstaan jy weet mos hy's my favorite color of my word. I love blue makeup. And then so I just decided, okay, let me try and see if I can also incorporate this into my journey that I'm on.
Yeah.
Because if I think back now, before I pursued the different work opportunities that I was exploring, I actually wanted to be a beautician.
Yeah.
Yes, out of school, but things didn't always go, the way that you would want it to go. Because I mean, money is always a thing that
kind of just blocks it off.
That usually cripples you from your dreams.
Your true dream.
True. So that's where I also started like educating myself with regards to makeup, learning the tricks and stuff of the trade and whatnot. And then there was this one girl, she was in our church, and so she was a partner of someone who went to matric farewell or whatnot. And she came to me and she's like, so I prayed and I asked the Lord, who can I ask to do my makeup? Because I don't have any money, whatnot. And the Lord said, I must come to you. And I'm like, okay. Oh, that's that's like actually a confirmation for
the next journey.
For what I was actually waiting on.
Oh wow.
For God to give me an answer on this. So I did her makeup and she looked so beautiful. But it was like my first
client,
actually
like a real life model.
Because I was just practicing on myself like the whole time.
Yes.
And that was when I could start advertising.
Yeah.
And then the clients
coming in.
Yes. And I could start building up my kit.
Yes.
And trying to see the different brands that I'm using, trial and error, Yeah, and then the hair actually just started like a few years ago, like 3 years ago.
Would you say it made your life easier when you were able to take all the diverse skill set and now bottle it like an in-basket?
Definitely.
Because now you could provide a whole service as opposed to doing different things.
But I'd say the nails is definitely I'd say nails would be apart from
the entire hair and makeup situation.
Because it's more timely. It takes more time to do nails. But if you, usually when people are looking for someone, like a vendor to do their weddings, they would want someone for hair and makeup. One person. Yeah. Instead of using a lot of different people in your private space on your biggest day. So you want one person that you can actually journey with even before your big day, so that you're comfortable with this person as well.
True. What would you say, or not really what, but how has being a beautician changed your perspective of life? Because I mean, you're in the driver's seat of making other women feel valued, beautiful, and seen. How does if you look at your whole life and God has granted you this opportunity to be a beautician. How does that change your perspective on life as a woman?
I'd say my view of life is definitely not black and white. It's also not grey.
Yeah.
It's colorful. It's colorful. I don't see things. I try to see it from different perspectives. And it's like I said, like how someone would see something, I'd always try to see the opposite or try to view it from a different perspective rather than just seeing it this one way and this is the only way that it can go.
Because I mean, you work with different women and they're in different emotional states for different events, so you can't necessarily just have one view of it.
No. And it's exactly the same when you do makeup. You can't do the same look on everybody.
True. You
need to adjust according to the person's face, according to how their face shape is, their eye shape, their skin, the type of skin they have, all of those things you need to consider.
The kind of personalities they have.
Yes, because someone would be like, no, listen, just go wild. Then you're like, okay, clean canvas, so I can do whatever I want. And I don't always get that. So when I do, I really try to make the person look or bring out their features the best way
that you can.
Yes,
that's really cool, hey? I don't think a lot of makeup artists think of their clients as a canvas, but it's nice to hear that we are canvases and that you like painting. Yes. So tell us about the drawing and the painting. When did you first start drawing or painting as a child, and when did you realize it could actually be something?
Okay, so I used to draw ever since I was, I think, like maybe grade 5. We used to stay in like this big old house in Vantu, where my dad used to work at a school, at a secondary school. And so me and my cousin, we used to draw together.
Yeah.
And we made our whole room like an ocean type of theme.
Yeah.
Yes. So we used to draw like dolphins and fishes and whatnot.
Oh, wow.
All around. And it was it felt home, you know. And it was also a great escape from circumstances at the time, you know, because I mean things weren't always
rosy and gloomy.
Yes. But whenever you enter into the room, it's like it's a nice space, you know. And in my room, I drew a princess, you know, like Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Yeah, but I only drew Beauty. I didn't draw the Beast. So I drew her, and I put my name on the cupboards. You know, I really made it my own. So I didn't actually pursue it, the drawing or the art and whatnot. But I do think that if I did pursue it, I might have been in a different
career path.
Yes, definitely. I mean, I could have had it as a subject, but I think a lot of things influenced me to divert from it. Yeah.
But I do think you've eventually found yourself in it
in a
different way.
Yes,
I'm a firm believer that, you know, life circumstances tend to twirl us, but if you're destined for something, God will create a situation that you just find yourself back in that.
Yes.
Even if it's not what you imagined it to be, right?
Definitely.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about how you met Christ and how that journey has been.
Wow, okay. So, let me say, there's the getting to know Christ through your parents, you know, growing up in the church.
In the church, yes.
Yeah. It's like you are there, but you don't know him. Yes. So that was me. I grew up, ever since I got brains, I was in the church, you know. So we went to church every Sunday, and you'd see people encounter him and whatnot, and you're just like, okay. It's almost like it became a norm.
Yes, because you always see it.
Yes. So there was just like, I don't know, maybe this is just...
Maybe it will happen when I'm older. It's true.
Or maybe this is all there is. You know? There's no excitement to it. And then then you reach your teenager stages where the rebellion kicks in.
Yes.
You know,
where life.
Make up. When a naughty is naughty. And you are just a rebellious teenager, and you are in your fields. You don't care about the church, about the whatever. But there was always, like, I can remember, if there's one memory one file that I can pull now. I was standing in a club, and you know, the music was whatever, it was crazy town. And in that moment, it's like the spirit is still asking you. You do know that you don't belong here.
Yeah. What not Jesus?
We go. So it was like such a real thing that God would pursue you even in that place.
Yes.
Ne?
Like He's not afraid to go to the darkest places to go get you.
And even there, I already realized that this is not very I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it. Oh, my mom is playing really hard for me to get out of here. It was one of the two things, I swear. And then I got into some really bad relationships and stuff, and things happened. You know, I'm not going into detail about it.
You don't need to.
And then I came back to Swakopmund, like I used to. I worked in Kitmans, and I worked in Chumap, and there was just a sparkly life that never stopped.
Yeah.
But at some point, it becomes like routine.
Yes.
Where you're like, am I really living for the weekend?
Again, like on Thursday, you're saying, can the week just go? Because Friday needs to come. But
and then there's a time where you really need to have a talk with yourself. Like, is this who I want to be?
I wake up in 5 years' time.
Yeah. You know? And then when I came back to Stockholm, my mom then was already staying here. So I just got thrown into the church things again. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
Let's see.
You know, I was not resistant against it, but at the time I was still smoking, and I was like still doing things that my mom and them don't approve of. But it was fine. I was like, whatever. I'm a big person.
Do you think that at that time you were authentic with your heart in front of God to be like, now you want to be pursued, and you're not resisting the pursuing, but you're also
not hiding from
yes, because you are where you are, you're authentic about it, and you kind of just like, Christ, you can come get me now, but you won't fight as much type of situation.
Yes. So this was now where I feel like God was really like sending different people upon my path to pursue me. Yeah. Through them, He was pursuing me, and I also wasn't resistant. I wasn't resistant, but I also wasn't gonna just leave the cigarette.
Yes.
But little did I know that there were so many other things that we was gonna remove. You know, so and then I met somebody that I journeyed with, and this person, and in that time I also met my husband. But we were just friends now. But he had like this whole story of how God
just made everything.
Brought us together to start talking, whatnot, and because I was dancing in the church. Yeah. And then that Sunday he came to church, and that was when the Lord told him, "Listen, that's your wife dancing there." And we didn't know each other like at all. Oh wow. Yes. So he waited on the Holy Spirit to tell him, okay, now's the time to start to make contact with her. So he introduced FFI to us, and then I went to our mentors, and I had a session there, and that's where I encountered Christ.
Wow! For the first time outside of just church routine.
Yes. That was when I was like, so this is who you are.
You exist in this capacity.
Yes, exactly. That was like the first time I actually experienced Christ for real.
For yourself.
For real. And it was like a whole new world for me.
Wow.
Yes. And after that, I can say that I was never the same person after that. Never the same person. I didn't smoke. I didn't even smoke after that.
Wow.
Because whatever was rooted in the smoking, because I was trying to fill a void.
Yes.
He removed that void through the sore that I was, the hurt that I was carrying. So it was uprooted. And it wasn't just uprooted, but he also affirmed me after uprooting.
Sure.
He affirmed it, and it's like a piece of a puzzle. When the puzzle is missing, if you don't put the puzzle back, debris comes.
Just keeps eating away at it.
Yes. So I think that was like where the smoking was in. I was trying to fill that void with the smoking.
Unknowingly.
Yes. And then God just removed all of that. Sure. And He put the puzzle back. Wow. So the smoking. So I've been smoke free for like maybe 9 years now.
That's amazing, man!
And you know what's so crazy? It's like, there's a saying when God frees you from something, and when you're just managing it.
Yes.
I can be around a lot of people that smoke.
And it has no effect.
Absolutely no effect. It's like you'll never even know I smoke.
True.
Yeah. So that is also how I realized where the scripture comes in, where it says, "Who the Son sets free
is free
indeed."
Yeah.
Yes. So that's when I knew. Now I'm free.
I know it sounds so crazy because so many times we have stories where we like, and I know we can relate van as colored kinders nie. There's altijd a bit thing iewers opgeslaan on the corner somewhere. And there's always a preacher screaming at the top of it like about how you're going to go to hell, you don't give your life to Christ, or you accidentally at a memorial service and they're like, you're going to go to hell, what if you walk out here tonight and you die?
And you know what's so crazy, man? You know what's so freaking crazy? It's like, I didn't encounter Christ.
In one of those.
In a church.
And
it was in someone's sitting room, bruh.
He's an intimate guy.
Yes.
I tend to
he's so intentional.
He's so intentional. Because I think that's why they call the relationship personal. Where I was going with the tent setting situation is we've given our lives to Christ on so many occasions. I can tell you the different white tents where it was just out of fear you run to the front and you say the prayer aloud and nothing happens.
Yes.
And I think so many times people don't get to hear about what you just said, which is so significant, is that you had an encounter. It was the encounter that literally switched up everything and kind of just healed and closed up everything, that life was never the same again. Because there's so many times where you think you encounter Him and you kind of just expect that scripture to be alive. But then you walk out of there and life is still life, man.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you can't understand, like,
I just gave my life to Christ. Like, they're supposed to be switched. I'm not supposed to struggle with the same things. Okay, we didn't say life does not have struggles, but I'm not supposed to struggle with the same things anymore. And I think that that's the story that doesn't get told.
But that's also where people get confused, because we are three body. We are spirit,
soul, and body.
And we don't realize that when we come to Christ, the spirit is renewed, and His spirit is now alive in you. But where the debris is where the soul is.
That's the work.
Yes. Because the will is there, the free will, that we need to surrender over to Him. The memories is there, the trauma is there. Now that is where the Holy Spirit needs to work.
Yeah.
I mean, the Spirit is in you, but now He has access to the soul to actually start
doing the work that needs to be done.
Yes.
Oh my word. Speaking of, I know you guys got called into ministry. We're totally going to get back to the other parts, but this journey is going in a different direction. I know you guys were called into ministry pretty young, and a lot of people are so scared to step into ministry, and I think mostly because we just don't trust ourselves as people. But what was it like being called into ministry, and what is it that you guys do differently in the ministry that God has gifted and called you into?
I think me and my husband, we are not people, we don't like the stage.
Yes. Clearly.
We don't. No. We have always believed that whoever comes knocking at our door is still God. Is sent to us. We journey with those people. And when we've taught you how to deal with stuff, how to work things out, then you can go. Because we don't want people to hang around to become followers. You know? And we want to teach you how to talk to Christ yourself. Because at the end of the day, we are not responsible for your relationship with Him.
You are responsible yourself.
Yes. And I mean, we also fail at our relationships or our relationship with Him. But we pursue Him daily as He pursues us. And I mean, that's as authentic as
it gets, I guess.
Because we can't be portraying this perfect picture of we are the perfect couple. We know everything, because we don't. We don't know everything. We do fail. We do trial and error. But what we always come back to is we don't try to do things out of our own understanding. We always go back to the feet of our Father to ask Him, okay, so this has not been working out. How do we go about? Forgive us if we've tried to do this on our own. Please guide us from here. So that's always the route we go. If we see that things are not working, we come back to the basics, you know, to realize that even the way that we were brought together was not on our own.
Oh, yes.
Yes. So that will always be our solid foundation, to know that God is the one that brought us together. So everything that we need to do, everything that we pursue, He must be in it.
That's actually so amazing. So what would you say the ministry is that God has given you? I know do you guys deal with different aspects? What is that one thing that you say, like foundationally, this is what Abba has called you guys to work on?
Okay. As a couple, definitely for couples.
For couples, yeah.
Yes. Married couples, young, old, doesn't matter. And I know that there's this stigma, you know, in society, like you need to be 30 years married to give advice. But most 30-year marriages are still stuck in their first year of marriage because they don't know how to resolve conflict. They don't know how to talk things out. They don't know how to communicate. There's no transparency because I don't know what happened in your past. So now things are still like, but I don't know you. You understand? So the one thing that we've learned, that in marriage, doesn't matter how young in marriage you are, how old in marriage you are, some things are just always the same.
Basics are basics.
Yes. Communication. Transparency. Doesn't matter how difficult it is to share some stuff with your partner, especially when it comes to previous partners. And if there's kids involved, you know, before the marriage, if there's kids involved, all those things. Finances also plays a big part because people tend to not sit around one table when it comes to money, because you get people who are married but they're still single. Single married people.
Yes.
Because it's my money, it's your money. No, it's our money. We put it together and we budget it together. Yes. And people take offense because they feel like, no, I work for this money, so it's my money. In marriage, it's like it's covenant, so we must do this together.
It's shared opportunity and shared responsibility.
And it's difficult. It's difficult to bend your will, to submit under your husband when it comes to those type of things, you know, to allow him to make the decisions because he's the man of the house.
And you've agreed to his leadership.
Yes, exactly.
In some context. Amazing. So let's talk mommy-wise. You've got two joyful boys and a little girl.
Yes.
What has the difference been in mothering boys and then mothering a girl?
Okay. The boys has definitely brought out the south side of me. Yes. And then the girl, oh my word. When she came, it was like, you know, like still water over how do you say? like a breeze.
Like a breeze. Like you could breathe with both your lungs.
Yo, I can't put it into words. But she has like this, such a calm spirit, you know, that just calms everything down.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Without just her presence already. And she definitely reminds me that the Holy Spirit is always there.
Around.
You know, and that was the promise that came when she was still in my womb.
Wow.
That was the word
that Allah gave you.
That was prophesied over her.
Sure.
That she will carry the 7 spirits of the Holy Spirit. You will always know when the Holy Spirit is there, when she's also around.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. It's like, and you know, it's so evident. Yes. I can feel it all the time.
So when you want to go to the south of the boys, then she steps in and you remember your mom overall.
Yes, definitely. So, but the boys is now, you know, they remind me now of the warfare part of the spirit. You know? Yes, it's like they're so complex, you know,
and they're so different.
Like each one of them in their own personality and character, you know, and you can just see God in all of them.
That's so nice.
It's so amazing.
That's amazing to hear. So now you've gone from being a mother and you've had boys and you had a girl, and now you're stepping into teaching. How has the switch up been from not teaching? I mean, you never pursued teaching. Do you think parenthood prepared you to be a better teacher? Or is it your skill in the field?
I think teaching runs in my blood. Yeah.
Your dad was a teacher.
Yes.
He still is. He still is a teacher.
Yes. He's a lecturer. So out of us 3 siblings, I think I'm definitely the one who's
gone into the teaching thing.
Who's gone into what he's doing. So
was it difficult getting into the field?
Not at all.
Not at all.
It was like second nature.
Yes. Do you think your experience as a paramedic, is it very far-fetched from what you're currently doing?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yes. I actually would have thought there would be some sort of relation to it.
No.
Not at all.
No. Oh, wow. Not at all. But I actually studied for safety officer.
Oh, okay.
Like 2017, I think. Yeah. But I never pursued it.
So it's just like a backdrop, just like a in case.
And it's like when I landed this job, and you know, and I'm like, yeah, okay. I never thought that God was gonna like push me into this direction. You know, and when I started, it was like, wow, I love this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I really love this job because it's like so best of both worlds.
Yes.
Because I get to teach, but I also get to be in the field. I'm not sitting in front of my desktop
the whole day.
Yes.
That is so nice.
But I get to also impart into young adults. You know, I get to share knowledge with them. I get to teach them on something that's passionate for me. Yes. You know, and I actually get to do it as well.
That is so nice.
Yes. So. Yeah, I think it's the best of both worlds.
Awesome. So, speaking of impact, if you could advise your younger self or encourage your younger self, what would you say?
Study! Study, girl! Study. Yeah, I tell myself to take school more serious. Definitely. Take school more serious. I would... And I would also tell myself to not be so in such a hurry
to live life,
to leave my father's house.
Clock it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Why were we so excited to get out here into adulthood?
I don't know.
There's nothing
because the rebellion calling. But there's so many things that I think I would have sprung free from if I didn't leave my father's house
that early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the one advice I give myself, to not leave my father's house.
But I think in many ways, you were leaving your father's house, but you still walked through life under the father's protection.
Yeah.
And I think it's very hard sometimes. We want to pick what experiences we should have had and what we shouldn't have had, but it makes us who we are at the end of the day.
You know, I've come to that place where I don't discredit
any experiences anymore.
Anything. Not what happened to me, not where I've worked, not the time that I've spent at home. I always ask the Lord, the season that I'm in, what am I supposed to learn out of it? And for who is it?
Yeah.
Because the seasons and stuff you go through, it's never just for yourself.
For yourself. True.
Yes. It's never for yourself. It's always for someone else as well.
What do you think you 10 years from now would appreciate about what you've done right in this season?
I think definitely being obedient.
Yeah.
Yes. Because 2025 has definitely been about a year of obedience. You know, listening to the voice of God and taking that leap of faith where He has required me to do that. And I had questions, but I did it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it anyway because I read recently that someone referenced something about people always asking like, will God come through? You know, is this gonna happen? What is the waiting period? Whatever. And then this person was like, does God not have a reference? Is the Old Testament not His reference? When you go back and see that He has always been a God of His word. Always.
Sigurd Bahai was saying now.
Yes. So I don't know why you are
out your questioning.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I always remind myself of that whenever something comes up and I don't have the answer like right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just chill?
Relax the stuff.
Yes. Die Here sal deur. When the time is right.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. So what we normally do at the end of our questionnaire is just to kind of take a deep breath and ask yourself, what would you want to be remembered for?
Yeah, that is a tricky question. Yeah.
I know.
That's making me think, eh? Okay, I think I'd, you know, it's not that this question has never popped up in my mind before, you know, and I usually put to mind that everything that has happened in my lifetime, you know, ever since I really encountered Him up until now, have I documented it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the question I'm asking. Because if I die and my children's children, you know, what are they going to remember me by? Is there going to be like some sort of hard copy to say this is what my great-grandmother fought, and this is why our generation is free from, let's say, from rape or whatever, because she fought.
Yeah.
And she repented on behalf of
the
future generations. Sure. So that we don't have to endure this. We don't have to go through this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I would...
So that you would want to be remembered for the woman that fought for her bloodline.
Yes.
That's so impactful. Hey?
Yes. Sure. But I wouldn't want it to just be word of mouth. I'd actually want to leave something.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if you've watched War Room.
Yes.
When the lady comes in the house and there's this wall that says answered prayers.
Yeah. There's like a legacy statement.
Yes. Sure. Exactly. So I would want like something traceable.
Yes.
You know, to say, but okay, so this is what they fought. This is what they encountered.
This is the evidence.
And this is
of
how
the
they
walk.
overcome.
Sure.
And this is what the blessing that came out of the curse.
Yes.
You know, when the curse was reversed, this is how the Lord blessed them, and how we can actually live free today because of the labor that our forefathers did for us.
That is so amazing. Well, it's been a pleasure having you over sweets. And that's a wrap for episode 8 of Raw and Authentic. We'd like to thank you for spending the time with us. Ta-da.